Hey y'all, it's Spiritual Life Coach 43, and I'm here to give you life coaching session number 21. It's called Roles in a Relationship. Yes, I do believe they do exist. And if you are new to my channel, welcome and blessings. If you are a returning viewer, watcher, or subscriber, I'm sending you so much joy, love, and light to you and for everybody here. You guys are amazing. I will be doing an extended to this video. I've never done that for a life coaching session, so I hope you guys enjoy. And let's just jump right in. So the link will be below if you guys want to purchase that extended after this video. I'll go into a little bit more details about specific roles in a relationship for men and for women. Okay? All right, let's begin. If you don't know, today is the 16th. It's July 16, 2021, and the 16 is a very spiritual number for me. I usually do life coaching sessions on Fridays when I actually do them. I don't do them all the time, just when Spirit moves me. I've been working on this one for a while. It's been brewing in the mind and a few others, but this one I felt like it's supposed to come out today. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. I'm definitely led to do it. I feel highly energized about it, so let's jump right in. So once again, this is life coaching session number 21, roles in a relationship. Let's begin with the shared roles. Okay, I do believe it's important to start with these, and then the extended I will have the individualized roles. Okay, the shared roles include the following. These are roles that men and women should both possess. They share this. They both should have this in a relationship. When people are in a loving partnership, relationship, a marriage, commitment, something like that, you can be boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever your commitment is, it should be meaningful. It should be emotional. This is a connection that you guys have chosen to come together, give each other a chance to be the best people that you can be for each other and for yourselves. You know, you want to be comfortable with that person. You want to feel loved. You should feel desired and wanted. You also should feel like your person is involved, and vice versa. This goes both ways. Everybody wants to be understood and accepted. You know, you should feel comfortable and safe, and most importantly, loved. Okay? The first and most important shared responsibility or role in a commitment is to be God-loving and God-fearing. You guys have to put God first. That's first and foremost, always. God needs to come first, always. My motto is, if you're not going God's way, you can't go my way. That's point blank and period for me. Always do whatever you guys feel is best for you. I need somebody who prays with me. They need to pray. They need to meditate. They need to be building a good relationship with God. They need to have that. Anybody who isn't there or isn't even striving to achieve that, it's going to be a lot of problems with that person. Okay? They need to be spiritual or religious or both. Or just at least have that relationship right with God. It doesn't even matter if they have several beliefs or whatever it is. You know, we all have free will. Believe what you want. But make sure you are going God's way, because God is the light. God is the truth. God is love. And we all come from God. And when somebody goes to God for guidance, for everything, that person is spiritually driven. They're going to be spiritually led. They're going to have spiritual guidance, which means it's coming from the right place. Okay? They need to give all glory to God, no matter if they're up or down. This is for men and women in a commitment. And even if you're not in a commitment, this to me is for all people, period. Okay? And I feel like it's important that you and your person lead each other to God when things go right or wrong. You know, whether you win $100 million or $100 million today or whatever. $100 million is funny. But anyways, no matter what you have, whether it's $10 or $10 million, whether it's a new job, a roof over your head, everything that you have is because of God, and people need to give all glory to God and lead each other to the Lord. When you're having problems, send each other to God, pray for each other and with each other and individually. Okay? Meditate. I have a bracelet over here just sliding. Sorry about the noise, you guys, if you hear it. But anyways, encourage each other to always lean on God. I think that's important. And anybody that won't pray with you out loud and in silence, if they don't pray with you and for you, they're not for you. Period. You know, they need to know God, and they need to know that we serve higher God. We serve God. So anybody not going God's way, they can't go your way because they're not spiritually guided, which means they feel like they're in control and God rules. They need to know God rules. God is in full control. Yes, we can control our lives to an extent, but God is in full control because he actually gave us life, okay, before we knew what life was. So people need to make sure that they're praying and that they mean it, and not just praying, but putting prayer into action. That's significant. It's one thing to get on your knees. It's another thing to just wait around. Do not wait around. Be with somebody who takes action and get things done. They pray with a purpose. They pray with a plan. They pray with meaning and from the heart and soul. People who actually mean what they're saying, they are doers. They put actions behind their words. They don't just talk, they walk it. They pray and then get up and see what they can do to better themselves and do things to change the world, to change the relationship and improve and do things to be better. I forgot to number these. Oh, well. So it really doesn't matter the order, but that should definitely come first. Going God's way. Next is to be emotionally available. A lot of people in this world are not emotionally available. They appear this way. In a commitment or relationship, a loving relationship, people need to be emotionally available. This means that you've created a safe place for each other to talk, to let your thoughts be free. And it comes from good energy and a loving place. Okay, you need to be honest and open in your communication. And that's not always easy. I feel like as a world and culture and country, we all have a lot of issues and we all need to improve our communication significantly with each other. People shouldn't be going from 0 to a billion and they're already hot. They're mad. They're enraged. They're angry. They get angry real quick. So there are certain things that will trigger you, set you off. Like if it's involved with your mother, your kids, certain things, it's going to trigger you. But I'm talking about just having a disagreement. You should be able to have a disagreement in a friendly manner. It shouldn't, It shouldn't get to a point where, that causes a fight or a major ruckus or I can't deal with you no more because we disagree on this. If it's that severe of a disagreement, you probably shouldn't be together. You shouldn't be together. Okay? So you should be able to communicate in a positive, respectful manner, no matter what the topic is with your person, a significant other, especially if the topic is difficult and challenging. Okay? And this is about anything. You should be able to talk about the deep stuff and the lighthearted stuff, okay? In regards to like your health or any concerns with health. It can also be with weight. Come at your partner in a very loving manner. It has to come from a place of love and that you're willing to help your person and not just put all the work on them. Especially if it's an embarrassing issue, that's not always easy to bring to the table. But you should be able to sit down and talk it out. Your person should be encouraging you through that. Okay? Money issues, serious stuff will come up in a relationship and partnership. We know that. Things that's going on in the bedroom sexually. Things need to be discussed so that somebody don't get slapped because that's not appropriate. You could get slapped back and fighting is not the way, especially when it comes to physical violence. I don't like that. You may have problems on the job. You need to talk to your person so that they understand, hey, I'm not cool with this, or this is what I like, this is what I don't. So this is where boundaries have to be set, and they're so important to have, and standards so that you guys know what not to do and what you can do, and keep each other feeling wanted and safe and loved at the same time. It helps when people have rules. Rules are important. One of the biggest things people need to do in a relationship, this is for men and women, remember these are shared roles, is fidelity. People need to be faithful. If you are having an open relationship, you need to be honest and open about that. But if you are old school like me, and I believe in being faithful and honest, meaning monogamous, meaning if you're with somebody, you're just with them sexually, in the relationship with them only. This has to be said and meant. You have to say what you mean and mean what you say. When it comes to loyalty, there cannot be any excuses. Okay? That means you have to say no to any and all sexual advances. This is for men and women in a relationship. There are no excuses to go cheat. I don't care if you and your boo is on your worst day. If you're in it, you're 100% in or be 100% out. No games. To me, loyalty commands respect. That is respect for the relationship and for each other. And this means you're respecting the boundaries of your bodies, of your minds, of your time, of your energy, of who you let in. When you say you're with that person, you're with that person even if you're out of town or on business. There's really no breaks in a relationship. Even if you're going through something and this person sent you to live over here and you're living over here for a few months, that does not mean you get to go cheat and get buck wild and be with him or her and however many people you want and go have this break baby. If you know for a fact that you're still with this person or there's a chance, even if you have broken up and you know it's that grace period that's unspoken, there's a chance that you guys could get back together. That time counts. You don't get to come back with a new baby and a whole new family. This is for men and women. Now, if you guys truly broke up, then hey, do what you want to do. And if you feel in your heart that we broke up, we're not going to get back together, it's done, you're free agent. You're free, you're single, ready to mingle, do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, if you are in a commitment, a relationship, if you're in this long-term relationship or marriage, something that's very sacred, of a high level in a relationship, that's the highest level in a loving relationship is a marriage. That means you have an allegiance to each other in a commitment. That means there are no side people. You shouldn't be out here flirting with him and her. You shouldn't be out here playing like you're even single. You should not be acting a fool. You need to claim your person at all times. Whether they're around, they can step out to the bathroom. They can step out, and go on vacation. They can step out and go to work. But wherever they are, whether they are around you or not, your allegiance and loyalty should be to each other at all times. All times. That means you express your commitment and devotion. This is an oath you take out loud to each other. If we're exclusive, that's exactly what it means. If you break that boundary, you've broken loyalty, you've broken a boundary of the relationship. To me, that's grounds for a divorce. That's grounds for a breakup. And God respects that, especially in a marriage. Commandment number 7, check it out. You cannot be with this person and that person when you make that coveted commitment. Stay loyal, stay honest, stay true to your person. You will be tried. You will be tested, especially when things are going wrong, when there's money issues or this person just lost a job, God forbid. Things are going to arise and happen. You're not going to be with somebody for 50 years and nothing goes wrong. Something's going to go wrong, but it should not cause anybody to break boundaries. There's no excuses for that, because if you feel like you need to break boundaries to the point where we're done, then you need to just go get those walking papers, those divorce papers, or you need to speak and say, hey, I'm out. This isn't going to work for me because I want to be with this person, or I want to be free. I tried monogamy. It's not for me. It's not for everybody. Know your lane. And that's okay. Let your person know as soon as you know. But it's best that you know this before you get in a long-term commitment or relationship so that you don't break somebody's heart. It's not good to play mind games with anybody. Money issues and infidelity are probably the top 2 reasons why people break up. And when emotions are involved and people's feelings get hurt to that degree and that level, people can get real violent. It's dangerous. I never recommend that, but it can happen. And usually if somebody's so violent, oftentimes there's retaliation. People have died behind infidelity. I don't think anybody should ever take it there, but everybody's temperament is different. Everybody's level of anger is different. Not everybody's mature enough to just cry through it, go to God and move on. That's the best way to do it. But a lot of people will get hot. They'll get mad. They see violence. It's funny because I watched the movie Soul Food just the other night. And I've seen it, of course, many years ago. It came out a long time ago. Always been a classic to me. Very good movie. But the scene that stands out to me most in that movie is when, and I'm sorry if you haven't seen this because I'm probably giving it away, but there was somebody who was, I'll say this. Somebody picked up a knife because they actually saw their spouse cheating with a family member at that. And, but they couldn't react at the time because they had a child with them. So they did the mature thing. They sucked it up, got the kid up out of there, make sure the kid didn't see, got up out of there. A lot of people, when they got up out of there, they may have snapped and went off then. But the person held it in until they saw that person. But only thing is, when they saw that person, they picked up a knife and exploded. So, that's never the way. But for people to see this in movies, this is real life. That's how people feel when they're betrayed on a level of infidelity. We've seen it in so many movies. People get killed behind that. People get diseases behind that. Kids come from this. Okay? Families are torn apart behind infidelity. So be loyal or be for the streets. Take your pick. Or be celibate. Be whatever you choose to be. God gives us our own choice. Don't get out here and get in a marriage because your family loves that person or because your family knows that this is the right thing for you. If you know in your heart and soul that you're not going to be loyal and faithful for the long run for good, no matter what happens in the relationship, that means a monogamous relationship is not for you. A relationship might not be for you. People need to find their lane. I say this a lot. Know your lane and stay in it so that you don't hurt other people or yourself. It could get real dangerous out here. When feelings get hurt, people react. I've dealt with a lot of clients who've reacted in some very outrageous ways, or I've had to stop them from doing that and, talk them off that ledge because of how somebody was mistreating them. Playing with somebody's heart, people need to remember it's like playing with your life. That person won't eat the same. They're not going to sleep the same. Some people will become obsessed or depressed. People can snap when you play with their heart. So be faithful, be loyal, be loving, or just don't be there, period. If you're not going to do somebody right, don't come into their life, period. Everybody should come into a relationship with the mindset of being a good person. If you don't see yourself as a good person, a relationship's not for you. Because most people do not change overnight, if at all. That's a personal choice. Everyone should want someone who views themselves as a good person, a good soul. That means you do good deeds on the regular for yourself and others, and you enjoy it. That means you have a good self-esteem and you take care of yourself. You groom yourself. You feel good about life. Okay? You're helping towards others. It could be your neighbors. It could be coworkers. You love to help people. And you really like who you genuinely are. You love yourself. You take care of yourself. You offer great tips to others. You improve yourself where you feel it's needed and necessary. You're a benefit to your family and friends. They love being around you. You're a benefit to work. You're a great asset to your team at work and on the job and with others. You like to grow and learn. Don't ever be with anybody who doesn't want to grow and learn. That person will not build with you. They're playing. They're wearing a facade. They're wearing a mask. Be with somebody who is open to being their best self. They're willing to grow and learn from their mistakes and errors and be better. And they get it done. Somebody who doesn't want to grow is somebody stagnant. That means they're good where they are, which means most likely you will outgrow them at some point, especially if you're spiritual. You will outgrow this person. A spiritual person knows that learning is lifelong. You can learn from a child. I learn from my daughter all the time. I learn by conducting research. You should be always learning. You can read books. Just watching TV. Every movie has at least a line in it that should stand or stick with you. Every movie should have a line that sticks with you. Even if it came from a joke, something will stand out. Almost every day of your life, something will stand out that you do or that you see. People in a relationship, men and women, should come in as happy. They should have chosen to be a happy person. Don't think you can fix people who are unhappy. You can love them to the best of your ability. You can feed them, buy them presents, give them clothes, a new haircut, a new style. You can do it all. But if they have not chosen to be happy, they won't be. Choose people that love life. They love living. They love being adventurous. Okay? They're in the know. They enjoy life. They're fun to be with and around. They've chosen to be happy. Okay? They're upbeat. They feel good about life. They smile. They laugh. They don't have a problem doing that. They have goals. They have things they want to aspire to be. Things that they want to do. They're happy about many things, or at least mostly happy. Okay? They like to make decisions that are good for themselves and others. They're lighthearted. They just are an all-around good time. That's the person that's going to make you smile, and you're going to feel good being around them and with them and going places with them because they enjoy life. A lot of people put on a facade that they enjoy life. And then you find out that they're very standoffish Or something great happens to you and they don't even comment about it, or they give you a comment but it's negative, and you may find out that this person's a negative Nelly, or they're a Debbie Downer, because every time something good happens to them, you are happy and upbeat and you're excited. But when it's your turn, they are not excited for you. Don't be with anybody that doesn't want to see you happy. Be with somebody who wants to see you well off, prosperous, peaceful, happy, winning. That's the person that won't be envious and jealous of your success. The person that loves you wants to see you successful. Shared roles. Further, be with somebody who is respectful of your time, of your boundaries, of your morals. I love when people speak with manners. Thank you. Please. Excuse me. To me, that goes a long way because it comes from a loving place. It shows somebody who's very elegant to me, or somebody who's very kind. They're loving. Manners, to me, help further show love, that this person is respectful with how they talk to you and how they treat you. That's somebody who thinks before they just react, at least most of the time. A person who's respectful is somebody who thinks of ways to make you happy, and they make you feel included. You could walk away to get some food in the kitchen, and you may say, well, let me bring a soda back for my babe. Let me bring a soda back for my boo. Or he's going to want these chips for him and his friends. Let me take this up the hill to him at the park. Or let me go get these snacks. I'm going to be out of town. Let me pack a lunch for my boo and his family. I love that. Or let me go get this for her. She's going to love this candy bar when she gets back because she just ran out and she don't even know it. She thought she had another one, but she doesn't. You know, I love when somebody's thoughtful like that. Because you always feel included, like, oh, that's so sweet. You know, he knew this was my favorite and I was out of them and he went and got them. And now I can really enjoy my favorite show with my favorite snacks. You know, just the little things. You know, or I got to pack a lunch and your babe already packed it. He already bought it for you. Or she brought lunch to you today because she knew you were going to work extra and overtime because you're trying to get this money together to get this house for the family. And she knows you're not going to eat today. And so you go to the fridge to go get your favorite drink and you see a note and a lunch packed for you with dinner and everything else and dessert and all that good stuff up in there. And you're just sitting there eating and smiling and people don't even understand why. Because your boo took care of you. They thought of you. They made you feel included even when you were at work or away on a trip or something like that. They packed something in your suitcase, you know, for you that would make you smile. You know, when you love somebody, you think of ways to make them feel happier. But happiness always starts with yourself, with each individual. We all deserve someone who is stable. To me, this is huge because we live in a time now where mental illness and mental issues are on a high rise. It's on a high climb, higher than I've ever seen. And I've realized that a lot of people did not deal with childhood trauma. They didn't deal with some of their karma. They didn't deal with some things that they needed to deal with. So their problems got out of hand. And now these problems are issues. And now they're coming out. So if a lot of people are coming at you sideways or they're disrespectful, and you're like, I didn't do nothing to this person. What's wrong with them? They went through something at home or they're going through something personally and they are not handling it in a proper way. So they take it out on anybody around them that they can take it out on. Because a lot of times they may want to fight. They may want an argument. And you're like, not about that. You're looking at them like, are they crazy? What is wrong with this person? Sometimes they really are having, you know, an emotional upset. Or they may need extra help. They may need to reach out to a therapist or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with getting help. We all need some type of help at some point. A lot of us can get it on our own, but some people cannot. For those who cannot, they need to reach out to hotlines, to helplines. They need to call and get the help that they need so that they can live a more peaceful, happier life that's healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, emotionally healthy, financially healthy. You know, look for someone who is mentally stable. That means they know how to be calm and professional. They know how to go through major problems in life and get through them overall on their own. And if they don't get through it on their own, they know how to reach out for more assistance. Okay, maybe they need to reach out to a pastor or a priest. Maybe they need to reach out to a minister or go to somebody who is a life coach or a therapist or a doctor, some type of professional. But they know how to handle most things very calmly. That's somebody who makes sound decisions. They think with their mind and their heart. You need somebody who's emotionally stable. They know how to problem solve. They know how to pull themselves together when things go wrong and make decisions and get things done. It's like taking a leadership role. They know how to keep their emotions in check. And that doesn't mean you're not crying. All of us cry, as we should when we need to. Crying helps. And God gave us tears to cry. So we need to use them when we need them. But if somebody's crying all the time, every day, and they're stuck in a rut and depression, and they're not even trying to read the Bible and pull themselves out, they're not trying to come up with affirmations or watch tarot or watch a life coach, or there's so many things that's free online that they can do, or pick up a self-help book. If they're not even trying to help get themselves out of that rut and out of that fog and that funk of confusion and depression, guess what? They need to say, hey, it's been too long. I'm being a downer to my family. We go places I don't even want to go. I stay in bed all day. I don't do anything for my life. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not taking care of the kids. You are affecting the life of your life, your family's life, everybody's lives around you. You're affecting people in a major way, in a very negative way. And it's okay to grieve. We all need our time to do that. It's okay to go through difficult challenges and situations. We're going to experience that. That's a part of life. But that's not the only part of life. When something consumes you to the point where you're just down and out, you have to find your way to get back out and up, or this is where you need to reach out for help, or your family has to step in and go get that help for you. But we can't change anybody. People have to be willing and they want that help and to receive it. They have to take it. So that means going to therapy sessions. That means talking to somebody who can help. It could just be somebody giving them positive advice. They could write their own affirmations. They could write a book to help heal themselves. But people have to be willing to do the work and put in the effort to be better. Focus on anybody or the person that comes into your life. Focus on people that come into your life who are financially stable. That means they pay their bills on time mostly. They know how to balance things out. They are secure with their job or career, or they're working towards that. They're in process of it for the long haul, for longevity of it. Okay? Somebody who's very stable in various ways. You need stability. Nobody wants to come into somebody else's life and wreck it. People who do that, there's something seriously wrong with that. And don't invite somebody in who isn't solid and stable. If they always lose a job, or they always quit a job, or they're not career minded, they're not career focused, they lack in education, or they're not willing to get training, stay away from that. Because that means you will have a lot of issues with this person with finances. You won't be able to trust them to pay your bills. Say you go out of town and you are a performer and you have to sing. You cannot watch the books all the time. You cannot watch the checks every second, and you shouldn't have to. Your person should compliment you to where things are taken care of so that things are running smooth. You don't want to come back. It reminds me of Zola Taylor in the movie Frankie Lyman, in his story where she went on vacation and she trusted Frankie, God rest his soul, but she trusted him with her house, her most important possession, left him with money to pay for the house. He blew it on drugs. She ended up losing her house. She was a star at the time. She worked hard to have that beautiful home. Ended up having to live with a family member, her sister, I believe. I mean, after working so hard, she trusted somebody who was not good financially. This person was hooked on drugs and they didn't overcome it. And she lost a lot. Everybody involved with him lost a lot. Their dignity. They lost homes. They lost assets. They lost time. They lost things. So be with somebody who's a winner. Somebody you can be safe and comfortable with. Somebody who's stable. Make sure they're stable upstairs, stable-minded, and financially. You need a combination of both. That's why they have to be spiritual. Because a spiritual person lives to get it right with God and with the people around them. They live to do right. They love doing what's right. Men and women share the role and responsibility of being transparent. I talk about this word a lot. And I always will. This is huge. To me, this is highly significant. Men and women in a commitment need to be transparent. That means you need to be honest. This is not always easy, but I tell you one thing, it's easy for a person who is living right, who does want the best for you, who does want to do right by you. This person will be transparent with phone codes and passwords and things of that nature. I would say this, always keep something for yourself. So let's say, for example, you and your husband, let's say you both have a shared account. Of course, you both should have the password and passcode, right? Always keep an account for yourself. Maybe you keep that code for yourself. I feel like that's okay to keep something for yourself, especially if you already had that before coming together with this person. But your wife should be transparent, especially about the account that you guys share together. You both should have access to that. Just like you both have the keys to the house. You both should have keys to both of your cars. If one person's out of town, the other person needs to leave the other person the keys in case that car breaks down. You have to be transparent, especially in a marriage, with your social media, with your email, and different things that your person may need. They may be filling out some paperwork for the kids. They may need to get in certain things that they don't need to bug you about every second of the day. You need to be honest. You need to be a person of your word and keep your priorities in check. Keep them first. When people don't give their codes and you're in a marriage, something is seriously wrong there. Anybody hiding codes? Or they're often cleansing their phones and they're not a neat freak, but every time you turn around, you had to go in their phone for something important or whatever. And every time you turn around, that phone is swiped clean. And they have way more contacts than that. Something is usually wrong. Unless they have a brand new phone or they're making changes, something's wrong. Nobody's going to wipe clean their phone every time, every day, or every week. Most people are just not going to do that. That means that person has something to hide. When you're transparent, you're open. Of course, there will always be some things just between you and God. But overall, when you're in a commitment or relationship, most things should be easy to discuss. Most things should be easily shared. Most things should be open. This person has access to your body, your time, your thoughts, your mind, your home that you guys share together, apartment or condo, your cars and bank accounts. That means if you have access to all of that, but I can't have the code to your Facebook, something is wrong there. Especially in a marriage, a long-term commitment. All right. The next one is you need someone who is loving and affectionate. Everybody deserves hugs and kisses, love and affection. Your person who truly loves you will make sure that they learn your love languages. They learn what you like and what you don't like. And they will focus on what you love and what you like and how you like to be loved, how you like to be held, and when. And especially when you need it the most. Let's say you're going through something with a best friend, or you've had a falling out with a family member, or you had a bad day at work. Your person needs to hold you a little bit longer. They need to hug you a little bit longer. They need to go rub your feet and run you a bath and just be very loving and affectionate and be that listening ear that you need. They need to know when to step in. They can feel your pain. The longer you guys have been together, the more connected you'll be. If both people are truly involved and engaged. People in a relationship both need to be good parents. That means you love your kids. You spend time with kids. You talk to them. I have a severe problem with people who made kids but can't have the sex talk with them. That's a problem for me. Don't be with anybody who can't have the sex talk with their kids. But they want to snuggle up with you tonight and it's time to get it in. That's a problem for me. That shows immaturity and lack of communication. People should be supporting their kids, even if they have to write it out. It's not hard to talk to your kids about how they should be respected and loved and treated, and how to view marriage in a positive light, and that it's a good thing, and that God honors marriage, and that a man should be courting and dating a woman and taking his time with her and respecting her boundaries and her body and her wishes, and how she should be talking to him in a respectful tone and making sure that she listens and respects his wishes as well, and that they have a mutual respect for each other, with communication, with time, with love. Nobody should be forced to do anything or feel that way. Nobody should feel pressured. Both parents need to be encouraging. They should always be telling kids, you can do it. You got this. You can improve. You're wonderful. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're a blessing to us. We love you. Kids deserve an attentive mother and an attentive father. And be great role models. Nobody's perfect. Share your stories with your kids so that they don't go down certain paths or roads that you know were difficult for you. Things that you're not proud of. You can share certain things with them. Always keep something for yourself, but something share with them. And say, hey, I don't want you to do that. I'm telling you so that you don't do it. And focus on what you've done right so that they can emulate that. And make sure you discipline them. I think a good parent disciplines. Kids need chores. Absolutely. Probably on the daily. Definitely weekly. Make your sons take out the trash and mop. Women, there's nothing wrong with cleaning and cooking and doing dishes. And yes, roles can be reversed. She can take out trash too sometimes, but overall, let your boy do it. Let your son do it. Let him open up doors for women. And be courteous and respectful. And doors, car doors, restaurant doors for his sisters. Pull out chairs. There is nothing wrong with chivalry and respect. And ladies, there's nothing wrong with setting the table. Making plates for the family. Helping mom cook dinner. Yes, boys can do that too. I do believe in gender roles, and I think a lot of people have lost their way. There's a lot of confusion. A lot of people have become complacent and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Spoiled. To where they don't want to do their part or their job, and I don't like what I'm seeing. Thank you, God, for blessing me to do this reading, because I know it was necessarily needed. I felt highly guided to do it, because I was thinking about doing another type of life coaching session, and Spirit's like, no, this one needs to come out first. That can wait. That can be my other one that I was focused on, can be done at any time. Spirit wants this one out today at this time. So thank you, God, for that. All right. As I get to the last shared gender role, this is one of my favorite. It's encouraging. Be very encouraging and loving towards your spouse or significant other. You chose this person. You gave a chance to this person to be in each other's lives. Remember to inspire each other, to dream big, and to go after any aspirations that you have, even if it's a small goal, major goals, all goals. Inspire each other to be each other's best, to be your best selves. To me, that's one of the main things you're supposed to do in a relationship, is bring out the best in each other. You need to be each other's biggest cheerleaders. Focus on your wins and your happiness. Everybody deserves a lover that believes in you. They lift you up. He motivates you to do more. She motivates you to do more. Do it. A person that loves you is not trying to break you. They're trying to help you be your best self so that you can be at your happiest and your greatest. For yourself and for the whole family, for everybody around you, at work, with your friends. You lift each other up. You give each other positive encouragement. Especially on difficult days where you have presentations ahead, or you are going to a job interview. You need to hear good luck. You got this. You're the best for the job. You deserve that raise. You've earned that bonus. It's yours. It's in the bag. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're the best worker there. People who love you bring out the best in you. Never ever stop loving yourself as well. Don't lose yourself in anybody. People who love you, they want to see you be the amazing star that you all are. It's definitely within all of us. Always sustain your own identity, no matter what relationship you're in or out. Don't lose who you are. And people who love you, they're not going to control you. They're going to let you shine and let you flourish because they're a star too. They can shine and flourish as well. People who love you, incorporate your friends, your family, and people that you enjoy around you. You deserve a love that's safe, where you feel comfortable to talk, where you can heal. Every one of you deserve a meaningful, loving, romantic relationship. And I wish it for all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching this life coaching session in regards to roles in a relationship. You guys are all amazing. I wish you love and light, blessings, infinite joy, and abundance. If you are interested, please follow me over to the extended, where I will be giving 5 individual roles in a relationship for men and 5 individual roles for women. See you there. Much love and light. Bye, y'all.